are back at Van Hovenberg.
I think so.
Yeah, Van Hovenberg Mountain, and we are here. We are going to go on the mountain coaster. We were here a couple weeks ago. Now the mountain coaster is opened, and we're gonna take a ride down it. We thought we were gonna get to do the bobsleds today, but they don't open till Memorial Weekend, so we're gonna have to come back again. Not a problem. But yeah, are you excited?
Yeah, let's go.
On this historic ride, take a look to your left at the main building that is one of the most diverse sports facilities in the world. In the winter, it will accommodate the sliding sports along with biathlon and Nordic skiing, and then in the summer, it will turn into a hiking and mountain biking center. Now look down to your left, which is the finish straightaway of the old sliding track that was used for both the 1932 and 1980 Winter Olympic Games. If you think of historic sports venues from around the world like Wimbledon for tennis or Indianapolis for auto racing, this track on the left is world famous in its own right. 9 decades ago, baseball had Babe Ruth, and bobsledding had Billy Fisk, who won the gold medal here in 1932 in the 4-minute bobsled event. The award ceremony took place not far from where you are now, and listen to Fisk comment on winning the gold and the cup.
I'm very glad to have been able to win this cup for America, and I hope it stays in this country.
2 Lake Placid residents, Curtis and Hubert Stevens, won the 2-man gold medal in 1932 games, and listen to what they said after they won their gold medal.
Very wonderful trip down the slide. However, it's the thrill of the sport rather than the victory that really counts in bobsled.
If you look to the left, you will see the new cross-country and biathlon courses that were just built to accommodate the 2023 World University Games that will be staged in Lake Placid. This event will enrich Lake Placid and New York State's Olympic legacy into a second 100-year span. This global event will be staged over 11 days with 13 different sports competing, involving 600 universities, 60 nations, and a total of 3,000 athletes, delegates, and officials. The event was previously staged in Lake Placid in 1972, and the summer version was staged in Buffalo, New York in 1993.
Hi folks, I'm Alana Myers-Taylor, pilot of the U.S. Women's Bobsled Team and 3-time Olympic medal winner. I want to review some of the riding instructions with you. Remember, you are in full control of the ride once you have passed the attendant building at the top. You will be able to control your speed with the brake levers. Simply push the levers to go and pull the levers to slow down or to brake. Keep your eyes forward at all times. Remember, it is your responsibility to slow down and brake for slow or stopped riders. Maintain 80 feet between you and the car in front of you. You should increase your distance to 180 feet for wet conditions. There are signs along the uphill ride to assist you in judging 80 feet and 180 feet. Keep your hands and feet inside the car at all times. Pay attention and read instructional signs along the way. If the ride stops for any reason, stay in your car and await further instructions. Have a great ride!
The Mount Van Hovenberg Olympic Bobsled Run is nationally significant for its association with the 1932 Winter Olympics and for its role in the development of bobsledding in the United States. Also for its association with the development of Lake Placid as a center for winter sports in the U.S. The bobsled run was constructed in 1930 after Godfrey Dewey was successful in convincing the International Olympic Committee to bring the 1932 Olympic Games to Lake Placid 1932 track, and when you get to the top, a breathtaking view awaits you. If you look to the left, that building is where the start was for the 1980 Winter Olympic Games bobsled competition. On your right is the new bobsled luge and skeleton start buildings built in 1999 for the Winter Goodwill Games. And further right you will see the ski jumps, Whiteface Mountain, the Olympic Arena downtown Lake Placid, and that's where the greatest moment in sport of the 20th century took place in 1980, where a bunch of USA college hockey players beat the mighty Russians in the famous Miracle on Ice. You might have seen that movie Miracle with Kurt Russell.
Entering the downhill track. Keep both hands on the brake levers at all times. Push the brake levers forward now and keep them forward until you have passed the attendant building.
Ladies and gentlemen, now get ready for your ride down this historic track. You'll be going over the top of the same track used for both the 1932 and 1980 Winter Olympic Games. Attention! And they're off down the long straightaway above curve 1. Taking the curve, approaching curve 2, taking curve 2 through on the way to Cliffside, approaching Cliffside, taking Cliffside. Cliffside is a corner combination of 3, 4, and 5, and basically is built on the edge of a cliff. Just look to your left. Through Cliffside and on the way to curve 6, approaching curve 6, taking the curve through on the long straightaway above curve 7. This is where the sleds really started to accelerate. Approaching 7, taking the curve through 7. Now below us is the straightaway to curve 8. Approaching 8, taking the curve through 8, and on the way to Big Shady. Taking the big curve at Shady, through, and on the long straightaway above Little S. Shady was one of the most famous curves of the world, and the reason they call it Shady, it always was covered in shades to protect it against the sunlight. The G-forces in that curve were incredible. Approaching Little S. Taking the curve through the S on the way to curve 12. Taking the curve through 12 and on the way to the world famous zigzag curve. Zigging, sagging, what a change of direction at 75 mile an hour plus. Huge crowds used to be in the zigzag area, and for good reason. Through zigzag and on the way to curve 15. Taking the curve 15 on the long straightaway above the finish curve. And now we're going to enter a 360-degree curve we call a Kreisel. Only 2 Olympic tracks ever had one of these built, including the new one in Beijing coming up in 2022. Now you're approaching the finish curve, taking the curve through and down